Hello friends, I hope you are doing great. Today I chosen the topic for my lecture is the Middle East crisis. This crisis start from 1979, but how it's started, there has a history. But before start the history, I want to here mention the name of that operation USA called Epic Fury. Epic Fury, that name given by the USA to that operation, which has started from 28 February 2026 between three countries USA, Israel, combinedly strike on Iran. Israel country given name to that operation Roaring Lion. Roaring, that name they given from their Hollywood. So it's called Roaring Lion. And Iran given the name for that operation is Promising Trust Operation. That means Operation Trust Promise, this name given by the Iran. Talking about the casualty, because we focused there, first how many casualties are there? Iran in more than 7,500 casualties happened there, and 6,000 military person and remain 1,500 civilian. Talking about the Israel, more than 50 to 40 plus casualties are there, and USA is only there 10 to 15. That means compare with the casualties, there has Iran badly struck casualties for there. Talking about the cost, which country, how much amount cost they spent? The USA spent more than 30 plus billion US dollar from 28 February to till date. Israel just spent approximately 50 to 20 billion US dollar from 28 February to till date, and Iran only 300 million US dollars spent. That means Iran there used Shahid throne, those types of the throne which manufactured by their indigenous company, and they use their cheapest drone and attacked on very expensive, costly their military air and navy base. They are located the air defense system, also the Dome, Dimona, those types system destroyed by Shahid drone. So that reason Iran only there spent 300 million US dollar. It's not highest, but it's a very lowest rate compared with the USA and Israel. Now we see the prior history about those three countries, how it's started before 1979. SEATO and CENTO, that organization established by USA in Central Asia. CENTO stands for Centralized Treaty Organization, and SEATO and CENTO stand for Southeast Treaty Organization. Those treaty very important for destroy Soviet Union, and those organizations run by USA. USA provided funding to those countries who are part of there. So that reason in 1971, this year, the funding has more much provided by the USA. Those two groups has started from 1954 and ended in 1979. Thereon, finally, in 1991, Soviet Union has distributed into 15 to 40 countries, and today those countries are the part of mostly 60 to 70% country part of the NATO group. So that reason, this conflict has a main reason started from 1979 called the Iranian Revolution. Before 1979, Shah of Iran, it's called supreme leader of the Iran, favor with the Western culture, and the peoples of the Iran not well think about that, because their holy book of the Iranian, they say we should be not connected with the Western culture, we should be follow their cultural things. So that reason after 1979, Iranian revolution happened and changed their supreme leader, changed their government, and fully control lost by USA in the Iran, and both countries become as enemy. There a proxy war has started between Iran and Israel, because Iran provided funding to Hezbollah, Hamas, so those militant group which has located in the Palestine, Lebanon and Jordan, Syria, those countries. So that reason both countries became as an enemy and started their rivalry from 1979 to till date. Thereon, in 2000, that year, Iran has focused toward the made nuclear power plant. Those power plant named Isfahan nuclear power plant, Natanz power plant, Fordo power plant, Arak water power plant, and last one Bushre power plant. Those totally 5 power plant has run by Iran from 2000 to till date. But there has Arak water power plant. That power plant not manufacture the weapon and equipment. That means it's not used for weapon equipment, it's used for the electricity. And Bushehr nuclear power plant, it's also generate the electricity. So that reason US and Israel fully focused on only three major power plant, nuclear power plant. That power plant are Natanz, Fordo and Isfahan. Those three power plant very important for the Iran. And in the year of 2020, USA attacked in Iran General Qasim Soleimani. Qasim Soleimani martyr and killed by the USA strike. Thereon, Iran think about that. In 2023, this year, Israel attacked on Iranian base which located in the Jordan, and 22 June 2022. That time also proxy war has escalation between three countries, and in the year of 2025-22 June, that month 7 into B2 bomber USA sent it on the Iran, and those bomber use GBU 57. That bomb, it's called the bunker busting bomb, used and dropped on three major power plant of the Iran, Natanz, Fordo and Isfahan, and the result, Iran shocked. Thereon, 28 February 2026, Israel and USA combinedly struck on the Iran, and at that strike, the supreme leader, the former supreme leader of Iran called Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and along with 50 major leader of a military and intelligence gathering agencies were martyred. So that reason the conflict has truly escalation from 28 February because it's called deceleration strike. Deceleration strike called by Iran because deceleration strike very strongly did by the USA and Israel. What's a deceleration strike? Deceleration strike, that means directly attacked on the top leader of that country. So that is an Iran called a deceleration strike. And to give a name, Operation True Promise, because before start that operation, before the strike, USA and Iran both country negotiation between the nuclear power plant and negotiation between how solve the problem. But USA show that we are interesting for solve the problem, and directly the attack started by the USA and Israel on the Iran. So that reason Iran say it's a deceleration strike which has did by Israel and USA. And finally, USA and Israel attacked on Natanz nuclear power plant, Arak water power plant, Bushehr power plant, Fordo nuclear power plant, and there has one major island, Kharch Island, which has important for the crude oil because 95% Iran producing crude oil from Kharch Island, which has distance only 25 km from Iran. Thereon Iran totally close the choke point, it's called Strait of Hormuz, and it's effective for the globally because 80% doing crude oil trade through that Strait of Hormuz and globally 20%. So that reason this conflict has arisen, and not final solution has started from this year because this conflict has not end. This conflict day by day has escalation. I would like to conclude the topic. India's affected very badly because India's trade doing Suez Canal, it's called the Red Sea, approximately 200 billion US dollar. But there has Djibouti country which called the choke point of the Red Sea. There has a Gulf of Aden, and there has fully controlled by the USA. So that is India need to maintain the relationship with the USA because in that country, Djibouti country, there has a military naval base of the USA. Second, Strait of Hormuz, through that route India doing a 250 billion US dollar. So that reason India export is 50-55% and import also same from those route. So that reason this effect directly put on the India, because crude oil 50% India doing a trade through Strait of Hormuz, LPG 84%, LPG gas, liquefied natural gas, and NPG natural gas also India doing a trade 54% doing through the Strait of Hormuz. So that reason India's trade route very dangerous, because this escalation the conflict affected on our price. India has taken initiative for their two corridor. First, IMEC, India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor. That corridor has started from Mumbai port to connect with the Salem Ali Fort, which has the located in the UAE, then UAE to Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia to Jordan, Jordan to Israel. Through Israel there has a fort, Haifa Fort, and Haifa Fort to direct connect with the Greece. So this corridor has approximately 7,000 kilometers. So it's important for India, because this not only rail connect but also electric cable, data cable, high-speed internet cable, hydrogen pipeline, and the rail link. Those are doing through that IMEC corridor. Second corridor, India has invested approximately 120 million US dollar in Chabahar port, which has located in south side of Iran. That port built by India. Why? Because India, again second initiative which has reached India's trade in the Europe continent, Russia, Azerbaijan and Iran. That corridor named International North-South Transport Corridor, INSTEC. That corridor very important for India. Total 7,200 kilometer length of that corridor, which connect the Indian port, Mumbai port to Chabahar port of the Iran, and Chabahar port to road and rail link directly connect with Caspian Sea through Iran, and Caspian Sea through connect Moscow, and Moscow city to enter in the Europe, and Azerbaijan and other country also connect their route to that corridor. So that reason those corridor very important for India for the trade, because the road is the backbone of any trade. Economically growth depend on the road. So that reason this conflict in the future not stop, thereon it's affected for us. So thank you so much friends who are listening and watching this video. I hope those information very helpful for your upcoming examination. Thank you so much.